Hey everyone, welcome to May. Hopefully we're prepared for Cinco de Mayo or May the 4th. Be with you. Just kidding. Now Star Trek, just kidding. I know, Harry, which is which. Hey look, we're selling in Memorial Day as we speak. May is a monster month and we have got tons of programming and activity packed in to make sure that you're successful and that we're successful. But enough of that. I want to get to the first team nominated Gorilla Award winner, Mr. Kelly Rowe, for the month of April.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going, Kelly?
It's great. Doing good.
Good. If you don't know, if you didn't see the 2,000 emails, is we are now taking nominations from the sales team, the delivery team, the operations team, the administrative team, the office team, the entire team for Gorilla Award winners instead of it just coming from leadership. So if you see somebody out there separating themselves, next month, I believe, is the operations team's turn to win the Gorilla Award. So be looking in the warehouse, nominate your drivers. If you see a warehouse manager, everyone is eligible, from night crew all the way up to operations management. So let us know. But let's get to Mr. Rowe. Tell me about yourself, Kelly.
Well, March, I've been here 35 years. Started as a route assistant on the draft truck. That meant I was in charge of rolling the kegs to the back of the truck so somebody else could take them in the store. And from there, I've moved from one position to another, moving up the ladder, given plenty of opportunities here.
Did you hear that? We used to have a route assistant for the keg truck. Do not tell Billy Smitke that we had a route assistant. Kelly, I was 3 years old when you were a route assistant.
Okay. Well, you've come a long way, man.
Well, it depends on who you ask, I guess. And now, are you from Birmingham? Are you originally from Birmingham?
All my life. Been here 60 years.
Wow. What do you think about this city?
Oh,
Seen a lot, huh?
Yeah, I love this city. It's the transitions it's gone through. You know, some good, some bad. But we're on the move. We'll continue to grow. You know, we attract a lot of industry. You know, I think Birmingham's on the growth. I do.
I do too. I think it's a good time to be in the city, and I like the way we're going about creating and maintaining our identity. So you started out as a route assistant on the keg truck.
Mm-hmm.
What other jobs have you had?
Well, I pretty quickly, within say a year or maybe a little less, I moved into what they called a swing position. And unlike what we have here, is it was all pedal. You know, you would not only deliver the beer, but you had to sell it. You had to you had to do everything yourself. And James Myers, well, I was a swing man, and I'd run vacation routes, is what it was,
Okay.
or when somebody got sick or anything like that. That lasted probably 6 months or so, and then I was able to move into a route out in Bessemer, Alabama. James Myers, everybody knows and loves James. He was my first route assistant.
Okay.
And if you ask him, he's the one that trained me. He'll tell you that every time. Great guy, but I was there for probably 3 to 4 years, and then Mario Tombrella, who worked for us, his name was Stillball, been here for 30, 40 years at the time.
Yeah.
He left the company, had to have some illness issues, and I moved to Jasper when it went wet. Walker County, so to speak, but only the city of Jasper was wet. And I was up there in the heyday when I guess probably 7 to 10 years, roughly. And then Mr. Barth gave me an opportunity to move into some management positions. At the time, it had been a supervisor as opposed to area manager.
Sure.
And then I had an opportunity to work directly for Steve as his sales director for a very short time. Got into category management, where draw the sets and things of that nature, and then chain management, and where I'm at right now.
Convenience channel manager. What was your favorite position out of all that?
I think every one of them at the time moved me forward, so I felt good about all of them because I felt like I was being appreciated as well as being able to provide for my family, and there was an opportunity to move on, you know. So you know, currently my favorite position is the channel manager with convenience chain. I got great customers, great people. Our team is great. These guys, it's all about the relationship and doing what you say you're going to do. Currently, my favorite position is this.
That's good. And I agree, we got the best team in the nation, I think, right here at AlaBev. Tell me about your day in this convenience channel manager. Really, Steve wanted me to ask you that.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, it's typically dependent on, I try to schedule specific things out between work whiz and chain calls and impact accounts and things that need to be done repetitively. So I try to do that, and I'm working with the managers and things of that nature. That's typically what my day consists of, but as everybody knows in our business, you gotta be flexible, you gotta move with the punches. So typically my day will be directly out into the market, usually between 6 and 6:15, I'm somewhere at work, whether it's here in this building or out in the trade. That's where I start at, and then it's from account to account, trying to get it done, to either sell product, reset stores with Mr. Drennan, or with the managers, work with our sales team, especially the new guys, and then there's an administrative part that goes on with our chains, convenience chains, but that's my typical day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned working with the new guys, and a few years ago when I started, I was on sales route, and Kelly was one of the first people to take me in and mentor me and show me the ropes of the beer business, because I was completely out of the industry. I was a beer fan, but I never worked in the beer business, and I can honestly say I would not be sitting in the seat I'm in if it wasn't for you, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Kept my sanity some days, but also kept me moving forward, kept me from getting lost in the shuffle or the distractions of the whirlwind of the business that has potential to get us all. So I definitely appreciate that. But all you new folks out there, if you haven't tapped into this resource, please do. You ain't getting any younger. But I did want to, it speaks to why you were nominated, I think. And someone said in the nomination that you were the most valuable asset that this company has. And I don't think anyone who voted could argue with that. How do you respond to something like that?
Well, that's very humbling, to be honest with
Yeah.
you, and it's very well appreciated. I don't know honestly how deserving it is, but I feel like, and I think anybody that knows me, and hopefully Mr. Kampakis knows this, I feel like this is my company. I had to have a job when I came to work here. I needed a job. I love my job. I love this place. I really do. It's hard, and sometimes it's very frustrating, but I think anybody who works around me, with me, there's frustration, but I do. I love this place. So it makes me feel good. It really does, and hopefully it helps our people to understand that, you can be here. This can be a career.
That's right.
And it's not a job. It can be a career. So that's how I feel about it.
That's good. I mean, I think, you love the company and the company loves you back, and that's a place where you want to put your years in and put your time into. Well, we definitely appreciate that. On a lighter note, what's something that nobody knows about you?
Oh.
A fun fact, a Kelly Rowe fun fact.
Wow. I'm pretty much an open book, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, anybody's met me, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll talk to you now. I don't know. I'm a cat person.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people know that. I never was.
Have you ever had a dog?
Oh, I had dogs until I got married.
Oh.
And one of my children wanted a cat, and we're cat people now, and they're great. They love you all the time. They take care of themselves. But I don't think a lot of people know that about me. The rest of it, I am what I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm open book.
I second that. Now you worked with Sergi for some time, right? I mean, at the company when Sergi was here.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a Sergi story. What's something you remember about Harry's father?
I know that some of the things about him, he was a very a matter-of-fact man. Okay, the expectation was this, so you went and did this. Okay. He fought technology. And I've heard Harry talk about that as well. But he fought technology for forever. You know, still has. I have a Rolodex. Do you guys know what that is? Rolodex. But I remember we had a meeting. We used to go upstairs and drink. At just about any night, Mr. Barnett would make popcorn, and it was kind of a gathering place.
Yeah.
And Sergi kept Mr. Sergi. He kept a couple taps up there, slits, and whatever else. But he would have people come, and a lot of these people were affluential people. You know, I didn't know many of them, but I knew Mr. Schlesy. Charles Schlesy owns Supreme Beverage, he and JB. And I remember sitting up there drinking and listening to a lot of stories and stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10, it was none of our business. But Mr. Kampakis, Harry's dad, he said that was a gathering place for everybody. He was there. He wanted everybody to come by and have a beer. You know, it was a gathering place. Well, Mr. Schlesy asked one time, he says, well, why all these people in here, Sergi? You know, like that. He said, because they're my people. If I'm drinking, they're drinking. So he was a very open kind of guy as far as the company was concerned. He was, I mean, he was a great guy. He was, as I call one of the old dogs. He was, this is what he was, and you like it or don't like it. But he was a very good guy.
That's cool. I appreciate you sharing that. I think, you know, one of the valuable parts of this company is that generational leadership and in the Kampakis family. And, you know, if you haven't met the 3 boys, great young men, Sergi, Carter, Ryan, you know, and hopefully one day it'll be the age of Sergi Jr. or Carter or Ryan. I think Ryan definitely has a career in sales if he wants it. But that is neat to know that it's not just one generation. I think we're on our 3rd generation of Kampakis, and that's a good place to work for. We're just big enough, but just small enough too. Do you have a favorite product over the years?
Honestly, my favorite product probably is Coors Banquet. It's very drinkable. It's not overpowering. It's a consistent product. That's probably been my favorite beer product here. I always liked all the barrel-aged things, a little bit of it. It wasn't something that I drank a lot of, but that probably Coors Banquet was my favorite.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On spending a month with my friend here.
All right.
Take care of him.
I will.
He needs to be better when you get it back than he is when you found it.
Okay.
But if you have time, get to know Kelly. He's usually first one here, last one to leave, first one to volunteer to hop on a truck, throw beer in his truck. Got a shiny new truck out there. It's really nice. But definitely one of the pillars of this company, one of the ones that contributes to the heartbeat. And if you want to know something, he's always happy to tell you. Y'all have a good May. We got high expectations. Stack it high and watch it fly.